What's the most bizarre way your parents tried to control you? My mother made us wear matching outfits every day so she could spot us instantly in a crowd because she said kidnappers targeted children who looked like they came from disorganized families. Mom had always been paranoid and cruel about our safety. When I was 7, she made me watch kidnapping documentaries until I threw up, saying, "This is what happens to ungrateful children who don't follow rules." She installed GPS trackers in our shoes and made us call her every hour with our exact location. If we were 5 minutes late from school, she'd call the police and report us missing, then scream at us for traumatizing her. She told me and my brother Aaron that if we ever got kidnapped, it would be our fault for not being vigilant enough, and she'd never forgive us. When I was 13 and Aaron was 10, Mom read a news story about siblings who got separated at a mall. She became obsessed with the idea that kidnappers specifically targeted families who looked disorganized. That weekend, she threw out all our individual clothes and bought 7 identical outfits in bright orange. "From now on, you wear what I give you," she said, holding up matching tracksuits. Kidnappers look for children whose parents don't care enough to coordinate. If you look like a unit, they'll know I'm watching. The matching outfits destroyed any chance we had at normal lives. We looked like escaped inmates in our bright orange tracksuits, walking to school in formation while kids laughed and took pictures. Teachers asked if we were in a cult. Mom didn't care. She said humiliation was better than abduction. By high school, it was unbearable. I couldn't date because what 17-year-old wants to be seen with someone dressed identically to their little brother? I got rejected from jobs because managers thought I was unstable showing up to interviews in bright orange. Aaron had it even worse. Kids called him Prison Aaron and shoved him into lockers. When he begged Mom to let him wear normal clothes just once for a school dance, she said, "You'd rather be popular than alive? How selfish." Even college didn't get me out of her rule. If anything, it made her worse. I had to video call her every morning to prove I was wearing my orange. She'd make surprise visits to my dorm, and if I wasn't in uniform, even if it was just because I'd just come back from the shower and was sitting in my robe, she'd sob. After she saw a picture of me at a formal event where I wasn't wearing the jumpsuit, she made Aaron and I get matching tattoos of our home address on our wrists, in case someone found our bodies, because clearly you're going to be killed. She tracked both of us obsessively through our phones and would scream if we went anywhere dangerous, which included libraries, movie theaters, and any building with more than one exit. I finally had enough when I was 22. I'd gotten into graduate school across the country and decided I was done being a walking beacon. I packed regular clothes, threw away my orange uniforms, and left without telling Mom. For 2 weeks, I wore whatever I wanted. Jeans, dresses, different colors every day. It felt like being human again. Then Aaron called, sobbing. Mom had reported me as a missing person, telling police I'd been kidnapped because she would never abandon her uniform. She'd convinced them I was mentally fragile and possibly suicidal. Police in my new city picked me up for a wellness check. They couldn't hold me, but Mom got what she really wanted, my address. The next day, she camped outside my apartment building in her car, watching for me to leave. When I wore normal clothes to class, she'd follow me screaming, "That's my daughter. She's in danger. Someone help." She called campus security daily, reporting suspicious people near me, describing anyone who walked within 10 feet of me as a potential kidnapper. She convinced Aaron I'd joined a cult that forbade orange clothing and made him fly out to rescue me. He showed up at my door in his orange tracksuit, crying that I was killing Mom with worry. She'd told him I'd been brainwashed by kidnappers who were controlling me remotely. When I refused to come home, Mom escalated. She called my professors saying I was having a mental breakdown evidenced by my dangerous clothing choices. She filed for emergency guardianship, claiming my refusal to wear protective coloring proved I was incompetent. During the guardianship hearing, Mom's lawyer presented her evidence, photos of me wearing different colored clothes on different days. The judge asked Mom to explain why this was concerning. She launched into a 40-minute presentation about kidnapping statistics and the protective power of orange, pulling out graphs she'd made about visibility distances. When the judge asked if she had any actual evidence I was in danger, Mom screamed, "The evidence is that she's not wearing orange." The judge denied her petition and recommended she seek psychiatric help. Aaron finally saw how insane she was and moved in with me. We wear whatever we want now.